Okay, so you're prepping for a footwear production supervisor interview, huh? Getting ready to wow them.
It's a big job. Lots to know.
Yeah, for sure. We're going deep into RoleCatcher's guides today, to see what hiring managers really want.
Those guides are pretty amazing. Not just interview tips, but like the whole career path.
Totally. Plus, they even talk about how RoleCatcher's AI helps tailor resumes. So cool.
Like a secret weapon for job hunting.
But first, what does a footwear production supervisor actually do all day?
More than just making shoes, that's for sure. You manage the whole shebang, the staff, suppliers, all that.
Yeah.
Quality control, costs, even keeping up with the latest trends.
Like you're the conductor, right? Making sure the orchestra plays in tune.
Perfect analogy. Now, let's hit some common interview questions. One they always ask is, describe your experience in footwear production.
Don't just list old jobs here.
Right. Talk impact.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Did you streamline something? Increase efficiency? They want numbers.
Like, instead of saying, I managed a team, say, I led 15 workers and boosted output by 10% through a new training program.
Much stronger. And they'll probably ask, what were your biggest challenges in that role?
Show off your problem-solving skills there. Tell a story. How'd you overcome obstacles?
Okay, next question. How do you manage a team for quality and efficiency?
Don't just list management techniques. Tell a story. Did you overcome a bottleneck? Implement a system that reduced defects. Make your leadership come alive.
And be ready for those follow-ups. How do you handle team conflicts? Or how do you delegate?
They're checking out your people skills. Can you lead, motivate, that kind of stuff?
Right. Now, on to safety. They might ask, how do you ensure compliance with all those regulations?
This one's all about responsibility. Don't just mention basic stuff. Talk about going above and beyond. Did you champion a safety protocol? That kind of thing.
For example, I noticed a hazard with an adhesive, researched alternatives, presented my findings, and advocated for a safer option.
Now that shows initiative. They might ask, what regulations are you familiar with? Or how do you stay up to date?
Gotta prove you actually care and keep learning.
That's where RoleCatcher's AI comes in. You plug in the job description, and it finds the key skills they're looking for.
Like my own research assistant.
Hmm.
And suggests questions A&D gives feedback on your answers.
Let's say they want someone with lean manufacturing experience. RoleCatcher will tell you to highlight that. Even help you phrase your answers to fit the company culture.
Awesome, like a customized interview prep guide. Okay, back to the questions. How do you manage schedules to ensure on-time delivery?
Organization skills, front and center. What's your system? Do you use software? How do you stay on top of things? Be specific.
Tell me about a time when you juggled priorities. How did you get everything done on time and standard? They'll probably ask that.
This one's all about handling pressure and meeting deadlines. Be detailed.
Another one, how do you manage and resolve conflicts between workers?
Emotional intelligence time. Don't just say, I'm a good communicator. Tell a story about resolving a conflict, highlighting your approach.
Yeah, give them the context. What caused the conflict? What did you do? Did you get a positive outcome?
Shows you understand team dynamics, handling those tricky situations.
Right. Okay, shifting gears. They might ask, how do you stay current with industry trends?
Time to show off your passion. Mention publications, conferences, communities you're part of.
I go to trade shows like the Footwear Manufacturing Expo. Plus, I'm in the Footwear Industry Association and read their journal. Something like that.
Perfect. They'll probably ask about a recent industry development, how you see it impacting things.
Shows you're thinking ahead, not just absorbing information.
Now, for a question where you can shine, describe a time you improved a process in footwear production.
STAR method time. Situation, task, action, result. Walk them through it.
Exactly. Like, I saw a bottleneck in stitching, analyzed the workflow, and implemented a system that reduced it by 15%, increasing output and on-time delivery.
And be ready for those follow-ups. What data did you use? Or how did you measure success?
Prove you're data-driven, showing how your actions made a difference.
Before we go to the next set of questions, gotta mention how useful RoleCatcher's AI is for this whole process.
For sure. Choose Footwear Production Supervisor in RoleCatcher, and it gives you common questions just for that role. Plus, you can practice and get feedback.
It's like a pocket-sized interview coach. The AI checks your answers for clarity, relevance, that sort of thing. Makes them super effective.
Total game changer in a competitive field like this.
Absolutely. Okay, let's hear some more of those potential interview questions.
These next ones get to the heart of what it takes to succeed as a footwear production supervisor. Ready?
Bring it on.
All right, so they know about your experience, leadership, commitment to safety. Now we get to the nitty-gritty, what you face every day as a supervisor.
The real deal. I'm all ears.
Here's one. How do you manage, like, a million projects at once in footwear production? Think deadlines, problems popping up, keeping your team on track. How do you stay sane?
Yeah, that's where organization is key, right? Do you use a specific system? How do you prioritize?
And be ready to give examples. They might ask, tell me about a time you juggled multiple priorities. Did you get it all done on time and to the standard?
Prove you can handle the pressure, meet those deadlines, be specific.
Next up, quality control. Big one. They'll ask, how do you make sure production meets those quality standards? Shoes got to be top-notch, right?
This is where you show, the details of footwear production. Talk methodologies, Six Sigma, lean manufacturing, whatever you've used.
Stories are gold here. They could say, tell me about a quality issue you found. How did you fix it so it wouldn't happen again?
Show you're proactive, a problem solver. Maybe you spotted a stitching flaw and traced it back to a machine. Tell that story.
This is where RoleCatcher's AI is so helpful. It analyzes job descriptions, finds those keywords like Six Sigma or ISO 9001. Then you can tailor your answers to what they want to hear.
Like a cheat sheet for the interview.
Yeah.
And the AI even analyzes your practice answers, gives you pointers.
Exactly. Moving on. Cost effectiveness. Can't forget that. The question might be, how do you keep production cost effective and efficient? Show them you're budget conscious.
They want to know you're not wasting resources, right? Have you implemented cost-saving measures before? Streamline things?
They'll ask about metrics you track, examples where you made a big impact financially. Be ready with numbers.
Analytical skills time. Show them you can make those smart decisions about resources.
Okay, switching gears a bit. How do you handle change? They might ask, what about when production processes change? New procedures, how do you adapt?
Footwear is constantly evolving, right? New tech, materials, trends. They want someone flexible, open to new ideas.
Maybe you helped implement new tech or a different material. Tell them about it.
And those follow-ups. How do you communicate changes to your team? How do you make sure everyone's on board?
This is all about leadership during transitions, making those changes go smoothly.
It's a crucial skill, no matter the industry, but especially in footwear, with how fast things change.
And that's where RoleCatcher's career guides come in. They're like peeking behind the curtain. They show the latest trends, the challenges, all that. So you're not just prepped for the interview, but for the job itself.
Love that. Gives you the bigger picture. Okay, more questions.
Yep, a few more tough ones coming your way. Ready?
Hit me.
Okay, brace yourself. The dreaded salary question. What are your salary expectations? They're going to ask it.
Yeah, but got to be ready. Do your research first.
For sure. What's the going rate for this kind of role in your area? Glassdoor, salary.com, those are good resources.
Know your worth. Don't sell yourself short.
Exactly. You can say, based on my experience and research, I'm looking for a salary in the range of, give them a range, not a specific number.
And have reasons. Why are you worth that? Highlight your wins, how you've made a difference.
Now for a curveball. How do you handle pressure in a fast-paced environment? Footwear production, it's go, 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 right? They want to know you won't crack.
Think about a time things got crazy at work. A big order was late, a quality issue popped up. What did you do?
Did you stay calm, figure stuff out, lead your team through it? Give them a concrete example.
And hey, don't forget, RoleCatcher has tons of practice questions, plus that AI feedback to make sure you sound confident.
Like a mock interview, but with a robot expert. Okay, leadership time, they'll ask. How do you motivate and engage your team?
They want a positive, productive team. What's your secret sauce?
Yeah, tell them about your leadership style. Open communication, empowering your team. Maybe you have a cool technique for building morale.
And give an example, a time you really motivated your team. Maybe a new incentive program, or you help them develop their skills.
Show them you can get people excited and working towards a goal.
And this all ties back to RoleCatcher's career guides. They talk about leadership styles, management techniques, super helpful for a supervisor role.
It's like having a mentor in your pocket. And those guides also show you potential career paths in footwear. Where can this job take you? It's exciting.
So, big picture as we wrap this up. What are the must-knows for our listeners?
Preparation, preparation, preparation. Know the company, the role, what you're worth. Practice those interview questions. And don't be afraid to brag a little.
Love it. And tech is your friend. RoleCatcher's AI can help with everything from your resume to practicing answers.
Like having your own personal job hunting squad cheering you on.
Now, here's a final thought. When you're in that interview, let your passion shine through. Show them you're excited about footwear. I have a feeling you're going to crush it. Good luck out there.